Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Extinct Bricks Minis! And for this very special episode, we'll be featuring the Jurassic World LEGO costume Psittacosaurus. But before we head on with this video, here are the winners of our Guess PC contest, and we have 10 lucky picks, and here they are: Isaiah, Aisha, Ashen, Ahistoria, Mediamar, Godzilla, Tobias, Rexiact, Mimic, Gilherme. Congratulations everyone, and now for our top 10 winners. Jurassic Bricks, Copter Ken, Cotton Time, Lumi ML Tangkilisan, New Japan at Isaac, Dapper Nidaki, Lord 445, Maximum Power, The Adventure Club Adventure like never before, Dino 4 RTH. Congratulations everyone, and I'll see you on the next Guess PC contest. For those of you who would like to join, here's how. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon and it will lead you to the Extinct Bricks homepage. And the homepage, just click on that community link and it will lead you to all my posts. Alright, let's start with the making of the Stackosaurus. So here is our Psittacosaurus in its kit bashing form. It is made up of two separate minifigures. It has a little tail there and one stat on the back. Now here I have made several adjustments into the head shape, as you can see, using a Dremel tool. There's not much work done here except that it's really small, so my fingers are really large for it, so I had a little bit of hard time doing this particular costume. So after it has several sculpting done, I'm now ready to paint. So we won't be primering this one because it's just a small figure. And for the references, I'm actually using these photos of the actual Psittacosaurus. They say that Psittacosaurus is actually a creature with so many evidences for how it actually looked like before. So here's how it looks like. It's a brown colored figure and some dots on the front part. It also has some detailing, some scales all over the body. So we're trying to mimic that here on our figure. It also has some quills, but we'll go with the yellow ones instead. Alright. And now for the materials. We have here some brushes, of course, some acrylic paints, water, and our figure. Now we're just base coating it with a mixture of white and gray here. Now apparently some of my video clippings were inaccessible, they were corrupted, so bear with me when it comes to the painting part. So moving on with this one, so we're just lightly brushing on the gray parts on all or the entire parts of the figure. So that includes of course the head, those of the neck, and even those of the entire body, as well as that of the tail and even the quills. So the Psittacosaurus is actually a ceratopsian that is a really small one. It lived in the Cretaceous period. The species of Psittacosaurus were obligate bipeds at adulthood with a high skull and robust beak. One individual was found preserved with long filaments on the tail similar to those of Yanyulong. So here we are actually painting on the bottom part of the Stackosaurus with a mixture of the same grays that we have, a little bit more white, and some yellow ochre. So this will be painted on the most parts of the bottom and also that of the head. So sorry guys, the video has been corrupted for most of the painting part, so I'll be just explaining this one to you guys. So with a mixture of burnt sienna here, a little bit of white, and some yellows, we are painting the secondary colors of the Psittacosaurus, as you can see here. Right, so those after the yellowish or whitish portions that you see here. The next colors would be those of the mixture of burnt sienna a little bit of black here, and some more white. So this will be painted on the details such as that you see on the above portions. Now the darker portions of the head will be just black and a mixture of browns. So the head as well as that of the fingertips or fingernails are those colors. And then of course the horns on the sides are actually just plain black. And of course, I colored the quills here with white, and then after it's dried, I painted it with this yellow color. So also, I have used several permanent pen colors on the details of the Psittacosaurus, such as that of the eyes, and also those that you see on the chest part here, as well as that of the arms. So here I am using this particular permanent pen. So the permanent pen actually has 2 points to it. Here is fine and extra fine. So I usually use the extra fine ballpoint here, and then use it to detail my most of my creatures actually. So here I use the eyes as well as that of the details on the chest and the arms. And that's it for our Psittacosaurus. Now let's go for Assemblies. So let's just count the number of parts to this one, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 parts to this figure. Okay, so let's start the Assemblies by holding on to this part, which is the body and the neck part, and attaching the head section to this one. So just squeeze it in and give it a little twist. Now it's time for us to attach the arms. So you can see here that the arms are similar to that of how you would attach a minifigure arm. You can see that the hands here or the wrist can be twisted. So we have both the arms attached. Now let's attach the legs. First up, let's attach the right. Then let's attach the left leg. And of course, the last part of this one would be the tail. Just give it a little twist and that's it. Our Psittacosaurus. And now it's time for us to do some more of the photo ops. Now let's have a closer look at the Psittacosaurus. So the Psittacosaurus here, you can see it's a really cute figure. That's why I included it under Extinct Rex Minis. And the GCL here is really excited. As you can see here, he really wants to pet this Psittacosaurus. It's not a baby GCL, it's an adult Psittacosaurus. Careful, it bites. This is actually based off from this Psittacosaurus photo that you see here. GCL will be coming back for some size comparisons later, but for now, let us have a closer look of the Psittacosaurus. So having the camera focused on a more clearly the Psittacosaurus here, you can see several details on the paint. As you can see here, some dots here and there. The horns are pointing downwards. The shape of the overall head, it seems like to be a parrot of some sort. And you can see also that it has one stud on the back. It also has flexible quills on the mid-section of the tail. So this Psittacosaurus can be attached to a base figure, as you can see here. So when you detach it, you can see that it's actually from a shape. Right, so what else? So the Psittacosaurus actually has some points of articulation to it. One would be that the head can be twisted from right to left, like so. The arms and the legs can also be twisted as well. The wrist in particular can be twisted also. The legs can move from right to left, front and back, as if it's running. And the Psittacosaurus can actually stand on its hind legs, which is most likely the case for more adult Psittacosaurus. Although Psittacosaurus when young would probably, stand on their all on 4 feet. Alright, now it's time for us to have some size comparisons. So for some size comparisons, I'm bringing back the GCL here for a comparison between a human versus that of the figure. In real life, the Psittacosaurus is really smaller than what it is you see here. Just above or just around the waist section of a human being. Although a little bit bigger, I think it's just enough for a Jurassic World Psittacosaurus, don't you think? Alright, so let's compare with some of the creatures that we have here under the Ceratopsian family, and first up would be the Microceratus. The Microceratus is one that I really like making. It's simple, but it's really effective. It has some bright colors to it, yellow greens, and also pink. Moving on to the next one, this is our Protoceratops. Now, the Protoceratops is actually one that I have made from before. Its base figure is a Lego monkey. That is why it has so many, hands as feet and also as forelimbs as well. I might do a remake of this one, but who knows, maybe someday. And that's the Protoceratops for you guys. Moving on to the next, this would be my Diablo Ceratops. The Diablo Ceratops here is mainly based off from the base of the Mesozoic Diablo Ceratops. I really like the way it is being colored. It is, has a lot of contrast to it with black, oranges, reds, greens, blues, and even yellows. So that is our Diablo Ceratops for you guys. Let us now move on to the next comparison. This is the Pentaceratops. The Pentaceratops is one that I really like or enjoyed making because it's more or less my own suggestion of colors. And you can see here that the head will have contrast of browns to flesh colors and even oranges. The back will also have that same pattern to it with a little bit of greens and also taupe colors on the bottom part. Now, here is my Jurassic Park 1 Prime Studios Triceratops. This Triceratops is actually based off from the actual fossil models of the Triceratops head. That's why it's of a different shape. So several details of the paint as well as the patterns on the back are actually based off from the Prime Studios Triceratops, as you can see here. The frills are also based off from the Prime Studios Triceratops as well. Do check out my Triceratops videos, guys! And one last comparison would be Vulcan 19. Now, Vulcan 19, for those of you who are not yet subscribers of eVTOY Universe, you're going to find this particular behemoth creature over there. So, head on to that channel and subscribe, everyone! So the Vulcan 19 here is actually made by the DGX, and he did a really great job at making this one. So you can see details of lava-like colorations from the head frill to the entire body. Okay, so let's move on with this PC roll call. So we have here all the creatures that you've seen here so far, some of my Ceratopsian collection. And of course, if you do have other Ceratopsian species that you'd like to suggest here on this channel, please comment them down below. Also, the GCL here would like to remind you guys that all the creatures you see here are actually present in the Extinct Breeds playlist. So check them out, guys. I'll also be placing individual links to every creature that you see here so that you won't have to, look up into the whole playlist and just click on to that description box below. Let's now start our species roll call, shall we? This is the Extinct Breeds Jurassic Park 1 Triceratops. Extinct Breeds Protoceratops. This is the Extinct Breeds Jurassic World Microceratus. This is the Extinct Breeds Beast of the Mesozoic Diablo Ceratops. And this is Ibiza Universe Vulcan 19 from Jurassic World the game. And of course, to start the show here, our Extinct Bricks, Jurassic World, Psittacosaurus. I'll be leaving you guys with some video clips as well as photo stills of the Psittacosaurus after this, but again, thank you so much for watching. Your views and all your comments mean the world to me. So it seems that this Psittacosaurus has just been created in Dr. Wu's lab. Again, thank you guys for watching from start to the end of this video. Also, please don't forget to watch our other channels, Ibiza Universe and The Adventures of Moira and Asher. Please watch their videos and support their channels well by subscribing. And as we always would say, let your inner dino break roar! Thanks everyone and bye!